Hi, lizdoyleharmer here, transformational leadership coach. And what I really love to explore on this channel is how our bodies can be used as a resource to support us to success in both life and leadership. So that's a pretty big topic, and there's multiple levels to that. But one of the things that I would like to put forward in this video is that we can access embodied intelligence to help us answer questions that are important to us and our lives as leaders, as humans, with families, with businesses, with careers, whatever it is. And so, what I want to tackle in this video is this question of what do I want? Right? What is it that I want? And so sometimes when I'm coaching people, I get this question of, I would go after it if only I knew what I want. I'm not sure what I want. And so, how could we leverage our embodied intelligence as a way to help us answer that question? So, you're probably used to leveraging your cognitive intelligence, right? Maybe that's the way you've been approaching that question already. And so that might look like pro and con lists, right? Doing an inventory of your strengths. It might be looking at your past experiences and then, asking yourself, well, what makes sense? What kind of things could I do? It might be about doing research. And all of that is good. I am not discounting cognitive intelligence. There is a role that plays in answering this question too. But if you're getting stuck, maybe this is a question you've been trying to answer for a while, you don't have the answers yet. If you're getting stuck, what I would put forward is that there could be another way to answer this question by accessing your embodied intelligence. So let's explore that together on this video. So how might you do that, right? How might you access your embodied intelligence to answer this question of what do you want? I'm going to introduce two ways you might do that in this video, and there are others. So the first way would be to take a moment to connect to a time. So if you're busy doing something, you got a pen in hand, what I would say is drop that pen, take a moment to just roll your shoulders back, take a deep breath, notice where you are in space, take a couple of deep breaths. And I'd invite you to connect to a time when you were really longing for something. So go back to a time in your life, a period of your life where you really longed for something. You were yearning for something. There was something you really wanted or you longed for or you yearned for. And what I would say is don't simply cognitively think about that time, right? We're accessing embodied intelligence. So see if you can actually reconnect with the experience of having that longing for something. So see if you can reconnect it. Did it feel like to long for that thing, to yearn for that thing? And as you're in that space of yearning and longing, of remembering what it feels like to yearn and long for something, you can ask yourself, well, what else do I yearn or long for? What am I yearning for or longing for right now in my life? What do I want more of? And so maybe you got some answers from that. Maybe you didn't. Maybe you haven't had this experience of yearning and longing for quite a while. Maybe you haven't had that experience for quite a while. So I'll introduce another exercise here. And this is one I learned from the Strozzi Institute. I really, really liked this exercise. They talked about how, the founder of the Strozzi Institute talked about how when he was with his grandchild looked up at him with arms up, saying, "Uppy, pick me up." Right. And I can remember that with my own son. He would do that. He would look up, he'd be like, "Appa lappa, pick me up." And so if you have capacity to do this right now, I would invite you to take that position. Right. This is a position that many of us will have done at some point in our lives as children, this feeling of reaching upwards, of longing, And embrace that position. So I'm going to drop my arms, but you stay there. Just take on that position, of wanting to be picked up, of being cared for. Take on that position. And as you do that, as you connect with what longing feels like in this position, I won't keep you there too much longer. Your arms are raised, I know. Ask yourself, what else? What else do I long for? What do I yearn for? What do I want? And just notice, did my body give me answers? As I did those exercises, did my body give me answers to those questions of what do I want? And if it did, then that's something you might want to keep practicing, right? This connecting with your body as a way of increasing embodied intelligence. And if it didn't, that's okay too, because we've been really disconnected from our bodies, many of us, in our culture and our busy pace of life for a long time. And so if that was hard, that's okay too. And I would encourage you to stick around. There's other exercises you can try.